IVE Wonyoung experienced an act of sexual harassment by two MCs and was the talk of the town for being underweight again. BTS V was seen to be rude to his manager and have inappropriate behavior toward him. So much has happened in just 1 week and you guys probably don't understand what's going on. In today's video, I'm gonna cover all these controversies, so just stay tuned till the end for further information. First, let's jump into Jang Won-young's case of having been allegedly used for clout by two MCs at a recent music event. Particularly, on September 29, IVE was honorably one of the girl groups to perform at a music festival taking place at Chungbuk University. There would be nothing worth talking about until after this festival. An audience posted on Twitter to complain about the demeanor of the two MCs, Bang Joo-ho and Im Sung-wook, saying they intended to sell Jang Won-young's used water bottle for 50,000 Korean won. She even said that both of them are neither MCs nor Chungbuk students. In fact, they are comedians and YouTubers. This Twitter post has rapidly caught the attention of many netizens, and now it has over 6,100 likes and nearly 16,500 retweets, sparking heated debates in many online forums as many netizens harshly criticized the two guys for such a so-called sexual harassment action toward the IVE member while she is still underage. According to them, even selling used items of adults is absolutely disgusting, let alone selling Wonyoung's regarding the fact that she just turned 18 only a month ago. Some even suggested that Starship should instantly sue these two for sexual harassment and beg the company to put an eye on IVE. On the other hand, others said that IVE were too sensitive and were taking it too far when they accused the two MCs of indirectly harassing Wonyoung, since they just tried to prove her popularity and did not mean anything bad. However, the controversies still won't let go of Wonyoung, as she has recently become the talk of the town for being so skinny, to the point that she is said to look no different from a wooden puppet. Specifically, a picture of Wonyoung performing at M Countdown 1 month ago suddenly went viral, with tons of fans and netizens flocking to the comments to raise their concerns about Wonyoung's extreme condition. Many expressed their sadness and commented that Wonyoung is so thin that her legs have the same size as their arms. And also, since Wonyoung doesn't seem to have any fat or muscle on her body, but only skin and bones, some said she looks very weak when dancing, resulting in not being able to create good effects in her dance moves. Besides, many fans also blamed Starship Entertainment for exploiting Wonyoung too much and giving her tons of domestic and international schedules, including performances, MCing, fashion shows, commercials, etc., leaving her no time to breathe, let alone eat and sleep properly. Thus, the fact that Wonyoung now looks underweight and malnourished is definitely Starship's fault. On the other hand, some other fans believe that the photo was a Photoshop product from anti-fans to smear Wonyoung's image. To prove it, they gave this gif as proof. Looking at the gif, we can clearly see that Wonyoung's waist, biceps, and thighs have been squeezed down to create a slimmer effect. And they did it to her not just once. However, most still say that whether or not these pictures are photoshopped, Wonyoung is still alarmingly thin, and that's a fact. They also don't even understand where she finds the strength and energy to perform in that condition. And now, here we come to the last heated debate over a short splurged moment between V and his manager. Accordingly, recently on the way to his radio program destination, after V showed up at the MBC building, he stopped to wave at his waiting fans and also posed in front of the press before entering the building. However, his manager immediately walked toward V and maybe stopped him from doing so by reminding him about arriving on time. Reacting to his manager's action, V seemed to be quite annoyed and irritated when he tried to push him away and continued interacting with reporters and fans. This moment soon reached eagle-eyed netizens and sparked controversy on all online forums. On one hand, many netizens constantly blamed V for acting rudely to his manager, who just wanted to care about his schedule. What's more, they said that the manager was just trying to do his job of making sure V would not be late for the radio program. Whereas V was said to show an unprofessional attitude when buying time and not cooperating, so he needs to take his attitude into consideration to avoid bad rumors related to it as previously. However, his fans soon stood up to protect their idol. They argued that it's obvious that V didn't push the manager as many netizens assumed and exaggerated. In fact, he just slightly touched the manager's shoulder for 1 second to signal him to step aside, and the gif tells everything. So malicious netizens need to tell the difference between push and touch before judging his action. Regarding on-time arrival, they said that antis are nonsense when alleging it as the manager put time pressure on V because we didn't get to know their conversation, whether it's about time or anything else. Maybe the manager just wanted to verify something and V placed his hand on his shoulder to give him instruction, which made some netizens misunderstand and exaggerate everything. Besides, V might be a bit irritated because he was afraid of the manager blocking the view of the reporters and fans who had waited for his appearance, but there was definitely no malicious intention or disrespectful attitude from him toward his manager. So, what are your thoughts on the aforementioned situations? Do you think the MC's joke about Wonyoung is actually indirectly sexual harassment, and there was a conflict between V and his manager? Or are all those in netizens' imagination? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more interesting K-pop content. Thank you for watching!